Hello, uh, my name is Salim Ambata. I'm here to present our paper. The title is Comparison of Zigbee, Z-Wave, Wi-Fi, and Bluetooth wireless technologies used in home automation. Actually, these are some popular uh, wireless technology that we use for home automation. Um, we will be going through the introduction and we will look at related studies and we will look at a brief of these four wireless technologies used on Internet of Things. We will see the research design and what results have we find and the conclusion that we made and some references. Technological trends in connectivity are moving toward wireless solution. Actually, now everything is moving to wireless technology. In home automation, it includes connecting different home appliances together and also controlling them using an end device. So this end device can be an Arduino microcontroller or even an Android application and other devices that we can use to control these uh, appliances in home automation. So our interest here is to talk about the technology for connecting the appliances. So in our paper, we actually compare these four technologies: Zigbee, Z-Wave, Wi-Fi, and Bluetooth technologies from the user's perspective. Meaning, if you are a user, uh, this paper is going to tell you, if you read this paper, it's going to tell you what solution you need. Because this is from user's perspective, and we are using these indices. We have power consumption, range, cost, ease of use, scalability, and interoperability. Meaning the user is going to look at his interest. If it is about power consumption or if it's about the range or the cost or which one is easy to use, and the scalability or interoperability are the indices that we use as our guidelines. Okay. Uh, some of studies had been done regarding home automation in the past. Some of them are experimental, some of them are descriptive and comparative analysis of different wired and wireless technologies used in home automation. So our paper is about comparative analysis because we are comparing this for home automations. For example, from the reference one, uh, the authors actually compared performance of Zigbee solution and devices based on Wi-Fi technology, because Zigbee is also a technology for is also a connection technology for home automation, and it's a company name. They also have devices. So this study is about that. It was a comparative research study just like our own. Uh, Wireless technologies used in home automation on Internet of Things. These are the four. Zigbee is operated in three bands. That is 868 megahertz, 915 megahertz, and 2.4 gigahertz. It also have a low power consumption with a range of 300 meters. A Zigbee can accommodate up to 6,000 devices at the same time. But the major limitation that you can find when using Zigbee is that it only works with Zigbee devices. It lacks interoperability, meaning it cannot work with devices from other manufacturers, just devices from the Zigbee. However, Z-Wave is new as described in the reference 19, but it also uses a very low power, even lower than Zigbee. It communicates in the frequency of 900 megahertz, and it also have a range of 30 meters. It also allows devices to double as repeaters, and also it is well known for its network reliability. Mostly the users that are involved in control and monitoring prefer to use Zigbee, and Zigbee technology does not allow any interferences from Wi-Fi or any other 2.4 gigahertz wireless technology. Uh, Wi-Fi is also another wireless technology that we can use in home automation. It is based on the IEEE 802.11 standards. It also operates in two bands, 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz. The major advantage of Wi-Fi is that it is available worldwide. So normally it's also used in wireless monitoring and management of home appliances like power outlets, door surveillance, and alarms, as highlighted in reference 21. Bluetooth is also based on IEEE standard, just like Wi-Fi, but the standard for Bluetooth is 802.15.1 standard. Actually, it has a short range, but it is very cheap solution. And its major advantage is that it is mostly available in many devices, and it requires low power and it's easily accessible because of its availability in so many devices. So, this is some end devices: iPhone, Samsung, net smoke detector, and the rest. We actually look at these devices uh, using diagram, ROM, and power supply. In the last column, we can see the best technology that is fit for each device. For example, in the case of iPhone, we have Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, so you can have two devices that actually match or can be used uh, or are best fit for an end device. So in this research, uh, we investigate wireless technology used on Internet of Things in home automation. Okay, but we restrict our research based on power consumption. These are the indices, the determinants, because we are advising the users according to these particular constraints: power consumption, range, cost, ease of use, scalability, and interoperability, to determine which of them is more suitable for home automation according to the user's choice. That is why it is according to the user's perspective. In order for us to achieve this, first, we actually did our literature review. The main purpose of this literature review is to understand the different technologies involved in home automation. There are many, and that is how we narrow it down to these four particular technologies. And then the second strategy is we compare the wireless technologies based on the indices of these indices that we have, the six indices. Then we also come up with the results from the literature, from the comparison. These are the results. Okay. If we from this table, we can see that in terms of power consumption, Wi-Fi is very high, meaning is power hungry, and we can see that Z-Wave is the lowest. In terms of range, here we can see Wi-Fi is the best with 1000 meters, while Bluetooth is the least with 10 meters. Uh, when we come to the cost, we can see that Bluetooth is the best because the cost is very low, mostly free, and then Z-Wave is the most expensive. And when it's about scalability, uh, we can see that Z-Wave is the best with more than 6,000, while Bluetooth is the least, having only 20 devices. Interoperability, we can see that in this case, uh, Z-Wave is the best because it allow connectivity with different manufacturers, and Zigbee is the worst because it only allow connectivity from the same manufacturer, Zigbee. Okay, in conclusion, we can say that to choose a wireless home technology, home automation technology, depends on the user actually, because the users have their own interests. For example, when the interest of the user is to have devices from the same manufacturer with relatively low cost and low power consumption, then we will say that Zigbee is the best fit in such situation. A situation whereby you need or the user needs same the user's devices are from the same manufacturer, Zigbee, and the user is also interested in low power consumption. But in the event where the user is the user's variable of interest is range, meaning the user need a very wide range, then Wi-Fi is the best fit for such a situation. However, if the user actually is interested in cheap connectivity, meaning the cost is the variable of interest, then Bluetooth is the best choice for that user. Uh, However, Zigbee is the best choice when the user is interested in saving energy, or if the user is interested in interoperability, meaning using devices from different manufacturers or even for commercial uses. In conclusion, this study will recommend Z-Wave because Z-Wave, it means all the prerequisite requirement for creating an ideal smart home, such as ease of installation is easy to install, it has low power consumption, it allows connectivity from different manufacturers, and it is affordable. Here are some of the references that were used in the work. Thank you.